What up, Cockboy Nation? It's your best friend Pervert Pete. Oh shit, it's not. Ha ha! Yeah! I'm Gary Gabagool, host of Cam Girl Diaries, with my co-host, Carrie Platinum Puzzy Anthony.
What's
Welcome.
up? Welcome.
Now, for those of you that are watching this on the Pervert Pete channel, yes, I am not Pervert Pete. You might know me as Pervert Pete's twin brother. Now, Pervert Pete wanted to set me up for failure. He was like, oh hey, yeah, I'm gonna put you on my channel, fuckface, and watch you fail. I was like, all right, do it. Let's fucking do this. I don't give a shit. So I'm sorry, Pervert Pete. You know, he's actually watching this, hoping that we fail. So, fuck you, Pervert Pete.
Yeah, fuck you, Pervert Pete.
Yeah, fuck you. Maybe he'll make an appearance. He'll get mad because I got his setup and shit. So he might make an appearance just to
Try to sabotage you.
Yeah, because that's all he wants to do. He wants to sabotage me. That's why he put me on his channel and shit. So if you're watching on the Pervert Pete channel, obviously I can't see the chat. So if you want to come over to Cam Girl Diaries on YouTube at Cam Girl Diaries or the camgirldiaries.com, hit that shit up, then I can see your chats and shit. So, but yeah, Pervert Pete, he's not going to make an appearance. If he does, he's going to bust in this room, probably kick my ass. I don't know. That might be a whole other thing, me versus Pervert Pete fighting and shit. I don't know. That's a whole other thing.
Dan the man, what's up? And then Philum.
Oh, Sookie. That's Pervert Pete's shit. He says he's like, oh, Sookie. I don't even know what that fucking means, but whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So let's talk, Gary. Let's talk about some things, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
What
like OnlyFans? Yeah, I love OnlyFans. I mean,
we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful.
Oh, why? You can't talk about that shit?
Sure, I can. I can talk about it.
Oh shit. Oh, that's a whole other thing. I fucking, it's like, I don't know where you're at. Where I'm at, it's like fucking 80 degrees and shit. I didn't put my fucking air conditioner in yet, so I got my window open. If there's any background noise, tell me, because I'm not professional.
Hey, it is what it is. You can't. Life is happening, and you can't stop the world from spinning. We're on live. It's just part of what happens. So yeah, let's talk about OF. Let's talk about OF management companies.
Oh, don't get me started. I fucking well, it depends. Because there's different, I don't know what you would say, levels of OnlyFans management companies. Would you say that?
Some of them, I mean, yeah, I would definitely say that there are experienced creators who are part of management companies, and they, I think, are the more legitimate ones. I do think that there are a lot of them out there where people are like, hey, let's get into this OF money, and they get a percentage of what the creators that they manage make. And what I've found is that they hire cheap labor from other places in the world that create language barriers so that when they're talking with the fans, it's very evident that they're not speaking to the model. There are other things like the sales pitches and the PPVs and things like that. And like even the timeline feed, there's a lot of things that just show that there's not a whole lot of attention to detail. And so, speaking from a person I also offer independent OF management. I'm not an agency. I don't have, other people that are helping me manage. I am specializing in the communication with your fans because I have the experience as a dominant. I have the experience as the sexting expert and the dirty talk and the things of that nature. Also, I understand the sales aspect of it because I feel like too many people give too much away, and so there's really no urge to purchase something because the trailer gives up so much or the thumbnails are pretty, they give it all away, or they have descriptions that tell everything that happens in the video, so it doesn't really allude to a mystery. It just gives too much away. So There are some
Oh, we
tactics.
see. Yeah, that shit's all over the internet. You see that shit. Just they're fucking beavers, just like blah. It's like right there. It's like, all
You
right,
know,
I
people
can
will
whack
argue
off
with
to
me.
that.
People
You
argue
know.
with me all the time. They're like, oh, but I'm like, just because you can post it on Twitter or X doesn't mean that you should. I choose
Yes.
not to. I feel like if you want to see the hoo ha and the hooty hoo and all the things, you gotta subscribe. You gotta come behind that paywall for a multitude of reasons. One, there is no age verification on Twitter, so you don't know who is looking at your content. And understand that in some states and some countries, you being the person who posted that content could be held liable legally for minors being exposed to your content. So put that shit behind a paywall. Aside from that, you should want to get paid for your content.
Makes sense. Now, before we continue, now when we're talking about like OnlyFans agencies or whatever you want to call it, like with you have over 20 years experience in the fucking game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I,
A,
I don't I don't know everything. I'm not an expert per se, but I can say that I understand fan and model or creator communication because I deal with it on a daily basis, not only for myself, but for my clients. So,
well,
you
with
know,
that too, because I see a lot of, cam girls. Well, yeah, just talking about the cam girls that are trying to offer their expertise, like with courses and all that shit. Like they have zero experience, uh, very little experience, and they're offering fucking you know, they're offering all these fucking, like, oh, I'll teach you how to be an OnlyFans girl. Got no experience, no following, no nothing. You know what I mean?
well, there are several different levels to that as well. And one of the things that people ask me are, what are my stats? My stats are not important because I always focus on my clients more than I focus on myself. If you look at my social media, I post, but I don't really strategize. Like I put the focus on, and the same thing goes for my OF and any of my other stuff. Like I'm not really concerned about posting there. I stay on those platforms so that I can stay up to date with the terms of service. I can stay up to date with the features. I can stay up to date with just understanding how things are operating, because how am I going to do it for you, or how am I going to teach you how to do it? Because one of the things that I've added on to my business is doing audits. So maybe you don't want to trust me to do your stuff, or you don't want to trust an agency to do your stuff. I go in and do an audit, and I'll find things that you can fine tune so that you can maximize your earnings. But essentially, I feel like there's a lot of people that make some good money. They might have a good year, and then all of a sudden they feel compelled to share what they think that they did right with everyone out there. And there's nothing wrong with monetizing your knowledge. I 100% think that it's great that you share that. And I honestly think that you should get paid. However, I feel like until you've hit rock bottom and had to work your way back up, there's a lot of things that are missing. You can't really share your secret to success because honestly, most people don't know what made them successful. They can only speculate. So, I think that once you've hit rock bottom and had to work your way back up, you learn a lot of the things that you did wrong, a lot of the mistakes that you made, a lot of the things that you did right, and you just perfect your craft. And through time and experience, you're able to provide a more realistic vision and a more realistic expectation for people who are learning from you. And that's for me what I think is my best selling point is like I'm transparent, I'm honest. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to make $10,000 a month and you want to post once a week. Like anybody who's making $10,000 a month most likely is not posting just once a week. They're posting multiple times a day. So, Pillam says they'll never put their hootie hoo on Elon's ex.
Which you shouldn't. I mean, how many, like, I don't know about you, but, you know, if I scroll through Twitter, I guess it depends on who you're following. But yeah, I'll see, you know, bitches fucking, their whole beavers out. Like, it's like, like,
You could see it all. Let me tell you something. When I get horny, I just go to Twitter. Like, I have no need to go anywhere else. I don't even have to go to PH anymore or XV or any of the other like tube sites or whatever. Like, all I got to do is log in, go to my Twitter, and I follow plenty of people that put full on 1 minute, 1.5 minute, 2 minute scenes, and that's all I need. And it loops. So I don't even have to like rewind and rewatch. It just keeps going.
Right. Yeah.
So all I do is just keep watching and flick the bean and be like, woo.
Yeah, flick that bean. Woo. Yeah.
Okay. Fun game. Let's play a game. And I want the audience to join us. So you guys comment in the comments as well. What are some phrases used for masturbating? Obviously, for me, flick the bean.
Oh shit. Oh man, you just stumped me. You know, like fucking whacking off.
Beat the meat.
Beat the meat. Shit. You just stumped me. I never.
Hold on. Let me look at my phone. Let me see if we can find some.
Yeah, beat that meat.
Hey Siri.
Oh.
Look up what are different phrases for describing masturbation.
Oh, good. Yeah.
She says she doesn't have an answer for that.
Siri, you fucking vanilla bitch. Siri fucking sucks.
Siri does suck.
I'll tell you what though, Google Gemini has gotten a lot better. Like in the past year, because like
Really?
you know, oh yeah, I've been using Gemini for probably about the past year and a half for different things, and it, you know, immediately it would be like, oh, that's I cannot talk about that. Blah 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 blah.
What are some phrases used to describe? Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it on here. Hold on. Let me go to a different one. I forgot. ChatGPT isn't about to have that shit either. And I don't want to get my account blocked. I'm already in timeout.
Ooh,
but there is something. I'm always asking it to talk about sex stuff, and it, yeah.
Oh yeah, for girls, yeah, because I'm thinking about guys. Yeah, like fucking for girls, like, you know, like
what are some phrases used to describe masturbation? Like flick the bean. So there is a thing called GPTs.ai, and it is a sex worker friendly chat GPT. Flick the bean, rub one out. Oh, that somebody else just said
Film
that.
got that, yeah.
Play with myself, finger myself, touch myself. Come on, those are dumb. Stroke my clit, make myself come, give myself a hand. Okay, I've heard of that one. The 5-finger
discount.
Discount.
Is that something different? That's stealing. That's when you steal shit.
Diddle myself.
Yeah. I like diddling bitches. That's nice. I mean, in a nice way, of course. You know, not like Bill Cosby style. That's wrong. Should never diddle, you know, don't diddle girls in fucking, you know, Bill Cosby style. That's never good.
So I heard
I would love to.
say
Oh, go ahead.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, because I wanted to, like, I know Bill Cosby, he's a jerk off. He's fucking drugging girls, like giving them GHB. I want to take GHB. I've never had GHB before, but I hear it's fucking great. I mean, if you're on the receiving end and not knowing it's not great, but I don't know. It sounds fucking good, man.
I mean, if you're taking it consensually and voluntarily. So if it's being used in that responsible way, then yeah, but it's very when you're giving it to someone without their knowledge or consent.
That's not nice. Yeah, don't do that.
Bad morals and values.
You ever do GHB?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't do anything. Like the only thing I've ever done in my whole life, and I know I sound like such a square when I say this, is fucking weed, man.
Oh, but that could be so good.
Oh yeah, I just can't do edibles because I get either super duper paranoid or I hallucinate or I get stuck. So I guess it really just depends on the strand, but I get stuck and I'm just like, huh? What?
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to have a conversation with me. In fact, I have to let my partner know, like, I'm taking an edible.
Yeah.
'Cause he'll call me and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'll just be like, huh? What? What you said? Was you talking to me? Like, yeah, I'm talking. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, I gotta be like, yeah, I took an edible. So he'll be aware that like I'm when I'm acting strange, why I'm acting strange, because he's ready to call 911 and get an ambulance over here.
Yeah, fucking yeah, weed's fucking crazy. Like when I was younger, like I couldn't fucking like I'd smoke with my friends and shit. I get all paranoid and fucking just like out of my mind and shit. So
Uh-huh.
I didn't fucking smoke for like, I don't know how many years, like 20 years and shit. Then one day, because my wife, she's a big fucking pothead. For the longest, I was like, nah, man, nah, that shit ain't for me. And then, peer pressure, she was like, just fucking do it, you pussy. I was like, okay. So I fucking did it. And I was like, all right, it's all right, it's all right. And then I kept doing it and shit. And it fucking like opened my mind up like immensely. Fucking nuts. I can't even fucking believe what it did to me. But then I started doing edibles and shit. And I was fucking tasting colors and like, like it was
What?
fucking I tasted colors. Like,
What do colors taste
oh
like?
my
I need
God.
to know. Pillam says that they are writing the melatonin dragon right now.
Oh, melatonin's the worst. You ever fucking I used
Yes.
to, because I cannot sleep, so I'm bipolar, so I got some different pills and shit that they prescribe me. And I fucking take a pill, I'm fucking passed out. I used to do melatonin and shit, and like I'd have the fucking worst fucking dreams and shit. I want to die.
Hey, Camrol, how are you?
So
Tell me.
nobody should do melatonin. It's the fucking worst. I mean, in my opinion, because I mean,
For
everyone I
you, I
talk
mean,
to,
it works different on different people.
I'd have the worst fucking dreams. Like I want to fucking die. Like I wake up and I want to die. Like it was some
Well,
of the
that's not
worst
good.
dreams ever.
That's not good. But let's go back to OnlyFans.
Oh, come on.
And,
Let's keep with this
or
Debbie Downer shit.
yeah, no,
Uh,
we're not. We're not here. It's a
oh,
Friday
oh,
night. We can
oh,
do that.
oh, yeah. Friday night, the freaks come out.
The
Yeah,
freaks come out at night. So let's
yeah.
talk about people that are sharing their knowledge, and then of course back to the agency conversation. Because I think it's important to understand that there are different types of agencies, and some agencies are very successful. And also understand that sometimes the success of the agency depends on the efforts of the model. So there's a misconception that you're just going to hand your accounts over to an agency and they're going to make you instantly successful. And that's not true. You still have to be able to create content, be available for live shows and video chats and sexting and customs and all of the things that make your page make money. But selling education, I think, is, you know, not a bad thing. I think that there are some people that it's unfortunate that they make so much money. And I've taken some of those courses and been like, this is garbage. Like, you could have got this from Chat GPT. But although I don't insist on learning from Chat GPT, I think Chat GPT is a great place for a starting point. But anything that I do, I expand. Like, I give you far more information than, beyond Chat GPT from experience, like breaking down and auditing your page. Or if you have a cam page, like on sites like Chatterbait, like I'll go and I'll do a profile review and just kind of tell you some things that you can do that'll help you monetize the traffic. And also it's important as a cam star or a performer to understand that I think we talked about this in my interview. There's a difference between camming for tokens and camming for traffic or exposure. And even though you can do both at the same time, I think it's important that as a performer, your page should be a place to help funnel traffic to other places. For instance, OF if you can. But yeah, selling of the information. There's a lot of people out there. I've bought stuff that I've just been like, refund.
See, this is firing me up because that pisses me off. It's tough to say because, like, for someone like you that has 20, like, if you're gonna buy if you're gonna buy something, especially something like this, like information, I want to buy information from someone that has a lot of experience in different fucking realms, like you, for instance, right? But I
Mhm.
see a lot of cam girls that, like, they've been in the game for 8 months, 18 months even, and are just selling their shit. And then when you go to, like, like, see, like, what are they doing? Like, you go to their different shit and they really don't have a following. They don't have shit, but they're telling you what to do. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
That shit pisses me off.
it
It's
doesn't
like,
piss me off. I
it
mean,
pisses me off.
I see that. I see how
I'm
fired
bipolar.
up
I'm
you are.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
passionate.
I think for me, it's like, first of all, I know when I'm buying something that I am taking the chance that there is a likeliness that I might not get anything out of it. And by getting anything out of it, I mean there might be no new information for me to learn because it might be all basic things that I already know. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, I get that monetizing your courses or your whatever it is that you're doing this to help make money. And I get that. But the problem that I see, which is why I don't promote often that I do these things, is because I'm not looking to monetize my peers. And my relationship with my peers, I usually help people for, I mean, if I'm going to be doing your OnlyFans stuff, then yeah, I'm going to make money because this is time out of my day. If it comes to just giving you some general advice, I'm not going to charge you for that. That's something I'm going to offer just because I want to see everyone succeed. If it's something where it's more like a consultation and I'm really going to like review your digital footprint, if I'm going to audit your stuff and I'm going to give you a list of the things that you can do that'll help you make more money, it's something that I do charge for because it is very time consuming. And my information, a lot of the things that I know are not common knowledge. They're things that I've learned through time, experience, and, just failing and succeeding on my own. But essentially, the part that I think is most problematic is when people, one, steal other people's information, because I've had that done. I've had someone rip off an entire course and sell it. And then I've had people rip off things like names and ideas and graphics and all that kind of stuff. So that's, for me, is the part that's most problematic. And the part that upsets me the most is like, if you're going to be selling your information, let it be your information. Let you have been the person to experience it, and you're sharing, your knowledge, not taking from other people the hard work that they've done and the time that they've invested to make money. Like that for me is a no-go. So, yeah. Where would you
Yeah.
say there's good information?
Where would you find good information?
Yeah.
I would say Cam Girl Diaries Podcast. Now you can go to our Patreon and you know,
Good. Look at you following along. Good for
so
you.
you go, because, like, again, I mean, technically you could say that I'm stealing information,
Why?
but all right, see, now I'm fucking like now I'm attacking myself. But I'm just saying, well, yeah, all right,
You're
I'm not
not.
stealing information. I'm saying I'm interviewing you
You're
guys and
sharing
I'm sharing.
information that is being volunteered through your podcast. So you're not
Yeah.
stealing anything.
No, I'm not stealing anything. No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, like, if you want to find fucking, from different perspectives, like, that's what separates Cam Girl Diaries from, I guess, from girls that are doing their courses and all that stuff. like at Cam Girl Diaries, you can get a lot of different perspectives,
Right.
you know,
And
and
we have some plans for the Patreon coming up where we're gonna work on building a community and offering, things like tips of the week and shit like that. So it's definitely a great place that I would recommend people go to. And we've teamed up. Platinum is teaming up with Cam Girl Diaries, and we're gonna definitely work hard to do some contests. I've got some sponsors on board, and yeah, we've got a lot of good things coming for the future. So I'm really excited. More lives, more interviews, all kinds of good stuff. So
absolutely. And also, you can join the YouTube channel as a member. Same difference as Patreon. I don't know, because I've been talking to other live YouTuber live streamers. So a lot of people are starting to gravitate towards YouTube memberships for some reason. Not sure why. I think it's because, like people that just watch on YouTube, like they just want to stay on YouTube, not go over to
right.
Patreon.
So what
But
kind of
then,
benefits does YouTube membership offer?
same as Patreon.
Oh,
Basically, same as Patreon. They're adding, they're trying. YouTube memberships is trying to replicate Patreon as much as possible.
hmm.
So yeah, it's basically the same thing, except on Patreon you could still do a lot more stuff. Like you can, offer digital content. Uh, like YouTube memberships is still a lot more focused on videos, of course, but Patreon you
Right.
can, there's a lot more you can do.
Hmm.
I prefer Patreon, but I'm hearing a lot of people, they like to just stay on YouTube and everything, and
So let me ask you
I
a
get
question.
it.
So can you do members only lives on YouTube members?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the YouTube streamers, they'll stream on both for YouTube members and Patreon at the same time. Not sure how they do it, because like if you have a YouTube member, this is, insider technical shit, but if you're streaming on YouTube just for your YouTube members, you also have to have a separate stream for Patreon. But basically they do the same shit. You can do
Maybe
stream on
OBS.
both. Yeah, yeah, I think they use OBS or just use the different a different account. Kind of how Pervert Pete did it tonight. He fucking stole the fucking link and put it on his channel just to humiliate me.
Not much of a
Fucking
humiliation, pervert Pete. Like
yeah, fuck
fail.
him, man. Fuck that
Walk,
motherfucker.
walk, walk. But anyways, yeah, knowing that he's
Cocksucker.
watching.
Oh yeah, he's fucking downstairs, probably fucking whacking off to you. He's like, oh fuck yeah.
I'm sure he is. Maybe he
He
wants me to
is.
rate his wiener.
He'd love that.
Wouldn't he?
Yeah, he probably would, because
I saw
like
that you got your wiener rated.
yeah, I was just trying to be like my twin brother. I was, all pathetic and shit.
Seven
No.
out of 10, 7 out of 10,
I
7 out
know.
of
I was
10.
surprised. I was impressed. Shout out to Amber Rivers.
Yes, Amber Rivers.
7 out of
Shout
10.
out to Anita Valentina, who would be with us, but she's live on cams right now.
Oh, was she on?
Sin Party.
I saw, I think, yeah, I saw a fucking post on Twitter about, yeah, she was on Sin Party and shit.
I'm
What's
doing a special May the 4th be with you Princess Leia show on Sunday.
really?
Yes. It's my favorite cosplay. I'm such a huge Star Wars fan.
So wait, so this Sunday, what, May 4th? What time?
At 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Eastern on sinparty.com.
Yep. You can go to queenofbbw.com/sin party.
Oh
I don't know.
shit.
Wait a minute. Can I? Oh no, I don't have the controls. Like on normally, it'll let me go in there and
Oh.
create. That's up to you over there, Gary.
Oh shit, I gotta do technical shit. What am I
No,
supposed to do?
it's okay. It's okay. Just go to queenofbbw.com/sin party. And you can join me 4:00 on Sunday. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, so what are you gonna do?
It's a surprise. Come
Oh,
on.
I kind of like surprises, but wait. All right, so may the fourth be with you. So it's like Star Wars.
Right.
I don't know Star Wars. Like I know
What?
there's
Oh
there's
man.
Darth Vader, there's Luke
Princess
Skywalker,
Leia,
Princess Leia. She got the fucking the
the
cinnamon buns
buns.
in her hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Han
Oh, so you're gonna
Solo,
do that?
Chewbacca,
Are you gonna do
R2D2.
Chewbacca? Oh, is
I
Chewbacca
have
gonna bang
Chewbacca.
R2D? Oh, so,
No.
oh, how does it work? I don't know. I
No.
want to know.
Time out. Time out. No.
What's the R2? Wait, which is the gold one?
That's C3PO.
Yeah, C3PO gonna bang Princess
No,
Leia?
nobody's banging. Stop it.
Oh,
Look at you
so
turning it into some sort of
I'm curious. I want to know what
Star
happens.
Horse.
Oh, you can't do that?
You just have to join it and find out.
Ah, is it like Spaceballs?
No, it's not like Spaceballs.
All right. Well, now I'm curious. Now I have to tune in. God damn it.
Now you
I
have
wanna
to
see
tune
what,
in.
yeah, I want to see what happens.
You have created, for someone who didn't know that much about Star Wars, you knew something about Star Wars.
Well, yeah, I know the basics, but I know more about Spaceballs than Star Wars.
What?
Yeah, I didn't grow up on Star Wars or anything, and I don't know. Space wasn't interesting to me as a kid. Now I'm interested in space because that shit is fucking crazy, but that's a whole other
You weren't
story.
interested in space as a kid?
No, I was kind of retarded. Well, I liked, I like Transformers, Mask.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of Transformers.
Hell yeah. Yeah, fucking when Optimus Prime died, I cried like a bitch. It's like, oh my God, this is sad. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I could see. I love Transformers and Thundercats. Thundercats.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Yes.
Fucking Lion-O and Snarf.
Man.
Snarf.
Pantra was the girl.
Yeah, she was kind of hot. I mean, I wasn't like jerking off to her or anything, but if I was a Thundercat, I'd fuck her.
She was a very alpha female, so it was
she had a really deep voice too.
Yeah.
So,
what are some cartoons that you guys saw as you were growing up that still resonate with you? For me, it was Transformers. It was what else?
Smurfs.
Oh yeah, Smurfs.
Oh, I'd like to Smurf. Yeah, I'd like to Smurf you. I love how they use Smurf as a fucking like verb or whatever,
Oh,
that's Smurfing her. Or, yeah, Smurfette. Holy shit. Tell me Smurfette did not get fucking gangbanged. I guarantee she got fucking gangbanged. Right?
I don't know. She was kind of bougie.
Yeah. Grandpa Smurf. What was that his name? Fucking
Papa
Grandpa
Smurf.
Papa
Smurf.
Grandpa Smurf. What am I retarded?
And Gargoyle or Gargamel.
Oh, Gargamel was oh my God, I hated him. Speaking of gangbangs, here, wait, hold up. I'm sorry. That's a bad transition. But speaking of gangbangs, let's see. We got Lilly Laclare. Hello.
Oh, hey, Lilly. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fabulous.
Listening to Gary try to talk about Star Wars.
He tried.
What the fuck? Oh, great. Oh, I see how it is. Now, listen, we were just talking about cartoons. What cartoons did you watch when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, I watched do you guys remember Sticking Around? Where they told weird stories?
Nah. Oh, wait,
Wait a minute. Before we even get into what you watched, what generation are you?
So I'm a millennial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sticking Around?
Yeah, that was my favorite as a kid. But like I'm in Canada, so some shows maybe I was watching that you guys weren't. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. What
Yeah.
else? I'm curious now. What else did Canadians watch?
There was this really interesting, like it was like educational show about like Greek mythology. Um, yeah, yeah, they try to kind of teach us in the shows.
I
See,
love that.
Yeah,
we're dumb Americans. We fucking, they got fucking Smurfs and shit that has no.
Transformers, shit that'll never
Yeah.
happen. Blue people, Care Bears that walk and talk.
yeah. They
Gummy
did the
bears.
Scooby Doo. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's probably mostly the same stuff.
Yeah,
Saturday
basically.
Saturday morning cartoons was my favorite. I would wake up early, get a big old like Tupperware bowl, not a regular bowl, but a Tupperware bowl, put a bunch of cereal and milk in it, and just watch cartoons. Oh yeah, good times.
Yeah. Yeah, if only you could go back knowing what you know now. Like just those moments were like, oh, so precious.
I don't know. Like I think it would spoil it because I think some of the things that made that period of your life so special is that you were so naive to life. I think if you knew what
Yeah.
you knew now, it would change things because you would not have that same innocence and like, yeah,
You'd be like fearing for like, oh shit, I know what's coming. I know what's coming.
yeah. Oh man, puberty. Now, like I just remember being so like young and innocent. Well, I don't know about innocent, but young and naive. And,
Well, no, when you were like a little kid and shit, right? That's what we're talking about, like a little kid, like all dumb
listen,
and shit.
I was born
watching-
with a smart ass mouth, okay? I wasn't bad in the sense of like I did bad things. I just had a mouth that was reckless since birth. It's the minute I could start talking, I was reckless.
Just zero filter?
Zero filter. Like negative zero filter. My mom, oh my gosh, if I could do an interview with my mom, the things that she would say, like she hated taking me places. She hated, yeah. I was reckless. Reckless. That's the best way to describe it.
I lacked like fear as a child. Like I was
Me
that
too.
kid that just kind of thought she could fly off of anything. So yeah, like there was probably a point where my mom was like, "Do I helmet this child because she's going to do serious damage?"
I love that. She said, "Do I helmet this child?" Like, why are you wrapped in saran wrap? Like, because I don't want to be. My mom doesn't want me to put my arms out so I can fly.
Yeah, my kid would be in a bubble because of just how I was as a kid. I'm sure it would be like me 2.0, just rolling me around.
I love that. I love that. So let me ask you a question. What did you want to be when you grew up, when you were a kid?
Oh, goodness. It's hard because I idolized this industry like as a kid. Too over exposed, obviously, because as a kid you shouldn't really know about this industry. But late night movies, that's why I always watch what your kids are up to, like especially now that they have phones and stuff like that, because it's so influential. And what is the word? Influential?
Yes, influential.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wait, when we're talking about as a kid, like how old?
Well, like I mentioned this a bit on my first interview. I saw Demi Moore striptease at like 7, and like that solidified that like almost like a somewhat of a hypersexuality, but also very closed off because it was like I understood in my mind what that meant to show parts off. You know what I mean? So yeah, for me it was very very young, and I am surprised by how that story isn't that rare with, especially amongst girls in the industry, to have had like a much younger exposing to this type of work. So,
Wait, you wanted to be a stripper when you were 7?
it wasn't exactly that where it was like, oh, I want to be a stripper now. It was kind of, it opened the door to probably when I was 11, 12, I hung out with my sisters and friends at back in the day we had like rent-a-video stores.
Oh yeah, they smelled too. They had like a certain smell.
Yeah, so there was this cool chick that worked there, and she also worked as a stripper and just talked about stuff she shouldn't have been talking about around preteen girls. But then that solidified it for me, like, wow, like God must have made me chubby because I was a chubbier girl when I was young, or else, you know, he knew I would have became a stripper.
Oh God.
I was chubby and I still was like, I didn't care. Like I was 200 pounds and was signed up to be a stripper. And then oddly enough, they were like, when do you want to start? And I was like, oh, just kidding.
Well, yeah, because like at the end of the day, like men, they like that jiggle, right? So, but unfortunately, in my narrow view of beauty, it was heavily pushed to be skinny, which I never was. Like I was always normal to leaning into being a bit overweight growing up. So yeah, I just thought that was the way that God made me, that I couldn't lose weight, like just that mentality. So
well, I'm just fat and fluffy and love every minute of it. So, and I've been plus size my whole life. So, well, except for when I was little, like when I hit puberty, that's when I started to gain weight. But honestly, what I thought was huge, because everybody made me feel like I was huge at that, young, tender age of 12, 13. I was like a 14, 16. I really wasn't that big. Now I'm like a 22. So I'm like, shit, if I could go back to that, woof. And I look at my pictures and I'm like, damn, I was fine. But
yeah, it's sad looking back at the old picture when you thought the worst of yourself growing, but it's like, you know what, it wasn't that bad. Because yeah, I was a 10, 12 in my like going into like a teenager, and then I didn't lose weight until I started I became vegetarian and dropped a sickly amount of weight really quickly. So you could be healthy at all kinds of weights, you can be unhealthy at all kinds of weights. It really just depends on the body.
I tell people that all the time. I'm like, the argument when people are like, they fake being concerned about my weight. And I'm like, honey, let me ask you a question. Are you healthy? Because you can have diabetes. It's not privy to just people that are overweight. You can have cancer. You can have high cholesterol. You can have all the same things. Like those things are not just exclusive to people that are overweight. And it irks me to no end, because some of the most sickly people that I've ever encountered in my life were like super underweight. And it's like they used to attack me for being overweight. And I'm like, why does it matter? Live your life. If you want to be 95 pounds, be 95 pounds. It doesn't hurt my feelings any. I'm just cool being 260 plus. Because I fluctuate from 265 to 260. And I'm like, I'm cool with it. Now, I'm living a healthier lifestyle because I am diabetic. Diabetes runs in my family. I am the only overweight person. So it's not just that I'm overweight. I'm not going to say that it's not because I'm overweight, because it could be. There's no way to tell. The doctors don't have a test to say, oh, it's because you're overweight. But diabetes runs on both sides of my family. So there was a likeliness I was going to get it anyway. But I digress. The point is that, there are, things that I'm trying to do in my life to be healthier, not necessarily to lose weight because I'm not happy with my body, but just because I want to live forever and cause havoc until I want to be here forever and just cause havoc. I want to be 125. Like, hi, I'm a Cam girl still. I want to.
So you're going to be a girl.
I am already, but I want to be at the old folks home, like Golden Girls, but Golden Girls 2.0, where it's like Golden Girls and they're like sex workers.
Oh my God, yes, like a Golden Girls house.
Yes. Wouldn't that be dope?
I'm not into gilfs or anything. I love Golden Girls. I got Golden Girls pajamas and shit. It's a whole thing. I'm not fucking, I don't want Bang Dorothy or anything. everything, but I think Golden Girls was a great show. But
It was.
that would be fucking awesome. I mean, I don't want. Then again, who wants to see some old hags? Fucking dried up fucking snatches banging and shit. Well, then I don't know. Out of curiosity, I might want to see that. Actually.
I don't think they're old hags. I think they're mature women who
I was now
who
yeah
know a
like
lot about that know a lot about having their hootie haws.
now hell yeah. Imagine fucking like think about the actresses like of Golden Girls like Betty White, funny as fuck, creative and shit. Like I'd bang Betty. Right? Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to bang Betty White? Right? Am I right? Nobody agrees with me.
Is that your favorite? Was that your favorite
Golden Girl? No, I'd have to say all of them because they all had their their different personalities and everything. Betty, Saint Olaf, aloof, silly, fucking shit. What was the mom, Dorothy's
Sophia.
mom, Sophia. I mean, come on. Sophia was funny as shit.
Played by Estelle.
Yeah. And what was so funny, like, because, like, I love the fucking history and everything. Like, Estelle was actually fucking, like, the same age as all the others.
She was a little bit younger.
How crazy is that? I always thought, like, look at her. She's fucking old as shit, right?
Yep.
Snatch is fucking all dusty and shit.
It ain't dusty.
No.
Your dick is dusty.
All right, what the fuck? I didn't know we were all getting all disrespectful. God damn. Shit, I've
never seen Golden Girls, so I don't know.
You didn't watch Golden Girls?
I don't know.
Oh, we're gonna have a fucking Golden Girls watch party for you then.
Yes.
It is so good. It really is a great show. It's so fucking funny and just it's really good. Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, for all you youngins out there, watch Golden Girls. You'll fucking love it. I don't care how old you are.
I'm doing a Golden Girls themed birthday party for my next birthday.
I thought you were gonna say like you were doing a Golden Girls theme gangbang or some shit. That'd be crazy, right? That'd be nuts.
Maybe I'll organize one, but to actually, no, I don't do that kind of stuff anymore.
Oh shit! Because I could play
I think I'm too good for that.
I was about to be in it. I was gonna be like Dorothy's husband. Remember Dorothy's husband?
Yeah.
He was
Stan.
Stan. So gay.
Why?
Because it's such
so
an old ass show. It's gay. But I'm talking about like Gen X style, like it's like stupid or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, not like fucking. I'm not disrespectful to the gays. I love gays. Roman Santos asked, "Hey, what'd I miss?"
Oh,
nothing.
Hi, Roman.
Yeah, I don't think you missed anything. We're just talking about Golden Girls and
Whack Wiener and. Oh my goodness.
So disrespectful.
I know. That's what you get for being on Pervert Pete's channel.
What the fuck? Listen, we're twin. He's my twin brother. We're supposed to like respect each other, and he's so disrespectful to me. But at least he lets me use his space, so that's nice. And he lets me use his silver play button to trick bitches into thinking I'm a famous YouTuber, and then they send me their nudes and all that, and then.
I was gonna say, is that how you get all?
Yeah, then I reveal. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not me, bitch.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Now we're on to you. We're on to you, Gary.
Oh shit! Did I just give away my? I was just kidding. I don't mean anything I say. It's all an act.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Is it an act? Who knows? I don't know. I don't even know.
Tune in to find out. So the reason why Star Wars came up, were you watching? Did you hear me talking about I'm doing a show on Sunday for May the 4th be with you?
Yeah, that's when I switched it on when I was switching all my lights on. Yeah, that actually sounded
It is
pretty
gonna
know.
be
fun.
fun.
She won't even give any fucking details. I'm trying to get some details. She won't give any.
Listen, didn't
It's
we
not
just
fair.
talk about if I give it all away, then what is the incentive for you to actually join?
I don't
If I
fucking
put
know. Look at me. I don't know what I'm
exactly,
doing. The fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. You know.
I can tell you you'll get a titty pic because I will definitely be showing titties.
Oh shit! All right, yeah, nice.
So are you going live? Is
Yeah,
that
I'm
what
going
you're
live
doing?
on Sin Party.
Sin Party. I've never heard
Sin
of this
Party
one.
is a new. They're still in beta, but they are a new site that is going to be pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. I have some connections on the inside where they're listening to feature ideas and very open to they're promoting their creators and really creating a community that I think is going to supersede the other sites that are currently out there, because I feel like a lot of those sites have just grown too big for their britches and they have their picks, and that's, when if you're not in that special circle, then you just don't get, and they're not really inclusive, and I just don't. Yeah, there's some sites where you can make a lot of money, and I'll probably stay there until this site gets better traffic. I mean, they're still working on things, but Dan the man. But I feel like I love being a part of a website. Like, for instance, Loyal Fans. I had been with Loyal Fans since day uno, and I love being a part of a site and watching it grow and developing that relationship where they remember the creators that helped them get off the ground.
So that's like, I feel like what the industry is like missing is kind of where the model can be heard by the company, because at the end of the day, who knows it more than us, especially if you participated in multiple platforms and stuff. You learn a lot of what works, and then definitely what
Well,
doesn't work.
who knows the fans better and their spending habits and what's going to incentivize spending better than the person who creates that dynamic, right? And for me, the thing that really baffles me is like, and Gary and I were talking about this earlier about like with OnlyFans, is like the people that are behind the scenes when it comes to cam companies or adult industry companies or OnlyFans agencies and management or whatever the case may be. A lot of these people have no real creator insight. And so they're basing things off of mainstream marketing tactics and strategies. And it's like some of those things work, but a lot of them don't. It's a whole different ball game when you're talking about, how am I going to take advice from someone who doesn't know how to sell themselves? You know what I mean? Selling a Yeti cup is different than me selling myself, because it's based off of my personality. It's based off of my likes and interests and, the commonalities that I have with my fan base. So for me, what makes it special is I want to be involved with companies who care about the people that make them money, because the sites don't exist without us.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the more like people in the industry become more aware, like the models and creators, we're going to go, okay, wait a second, why are we allowing the top platforms to be run by people that don't care about our opinions and stuff like that? And just with the way technology will become easier to use, like at what point, will we not have like a fully run by creators and have that be like the number one platform? Because I feel like that time has to be coming.
It already has come.
I
That's
think
how OnlyFans became so successful. Because for the first time in our industry, the fans and the followers and the audience had the opportunity to connect directly with their
yes.
favorite performers, because even though they could connect with them on social media, it was different because a lot of us were like, I'm not talking to y'all, because that's all we would do. So if you're a fan and you're trying to reach out to your favorite creator or your celebrity or whatever, the reason why they're not speaking to you more than likely is because that's all we would do all day every day is answer DMs. Hundreds and hundreds of DMs. If everyone knew that's where they could talk to us, then that's all we would do, and we would never make any money, and then we would fizzle out of the industry because when it's not lucrative and we can't survive. So OnlyFans took the social media aspect of the industry and made it so that you, the performer, are now responsible for putting out your content, amateur or professional, independently running your pages and having that direct access to fans where you could monetize your availability and your efforts and your time. And it's like, so it has happened. Unfortunately, it hasn't happened in a broader scale like a big cam site, because their dynamic is the more people that are live, the more money they make. So there's there's less time or less interest in learning more about their performers, except for the ones that are making big money or already have big followings. And so I like being a part of Sim Party because I feel like they really genuinely care about developing the site for the performer and making it as comprehensive for maximizing your success and your earnings. And who doesn't want to be a part of that ground up?
Yeah. So it's a live platform sort of to like what you call like a traditional cam site.
Yes, but they are working on incorporating other things that will make it beyond the other platforms. Now, I can't really talk about what those are because, I don't know for certain where that's going, but I have heard talk about like incorporating like a fan club and, which is really what OnlyFans is missing, is that's kind of what makes loyal fans. In my opinion, I like loyal fans better because their platform has better features. It has the discoverability aspect where if you upload new content, you show up on a discoverability page. And those things make loyal fans their media cloud, their live stream. Like you go live, you can go with up to 4 people at the same time. The video store, the audio store, like there's just features galore that make loyal fans, in my opinion, far superior. What makes OnlyFans more successful is that that's where the traffic goes. People just automatically look for people on OnlyFans. And even when I don't update my page, I somehow end up with new fans because they just find my page somehow. So when loyal fans can have that type of traffic, which, I don't think it's impossible, but it takes time to develop. But yeah, a comprehensive cam site that lets you do everything that you want to do on one site. I mean, the sky's the limit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll have to keep an eye out for that because it sounds
Well,
really
I can
cool.
send you my link.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Please
I'm
do.
curious as, an outsider, like what would be the ultimate site? Like a combination of all the features. Like what is there an ultimate site?
The
or
ultimate
what would
site would be, let's say, loyal fans with clips for sale, mini vids, traffic. Now they already have the store feature, so there's already that feature implemented into the site. But ultimately, the thing that would make it like the ultimate site would have a fan club feature, the ability to connect a membership site to it. So let's say you have the option of someone who gets access to a public feed and messaging, but then they also have the option of getting, like, let's say my OnlyFans is $10 a month, but then I could have like a membership site that's $50 a month and they could just get access to everything. And being able to upload content and select one or the other or both. So you didn't have to constantly do all these different things. It could literally be like, I'm uploading this video. I want to send it out as a locked PPV. I want to send it out to my membership, as a free video. Like if you were just able to do everything in one click. And it had a cam site that had the kind of traffic like Chatterbait or StreamMate. So you've got the store, you've got the cams, you've got the membership site, and it was tied to social media. So like you could have your social media feeds and like everything kind of, you could post from your page to your social media. So it's all tied together.
Yeah, that kind of does sound like the ultimate.
I mean,
So everything you just said, coming soon to the camgirldiaries.com, everything she just said. Yeah, because I can implement it,
how?
So I'm an expert.
You're an expert? You're a sexpert?
No, I'm kidding. I don't fucking know. Like, that sounds like a lot of work. Who the fuck? Like, I guess that might be why, like, these sites can't fucking implement it. Like, fucking, like you said, Loyal Fans, implements what they implement. Fansly is kind of similar to Loyal Fans. They do a little differently, and OnlyFans does OnlyFans. I don't fucking know. I'm not tech guru.
OnlyFans for me is very simple. So I get why they haven't like expanded their features. And to be honest with you, I feel like OnlyFans has kept it the way that it has is because it's really they're hoping to keep it and design it for mainstream performers, not adult content creators.
And it's funny you say that. You see OnlyFans TV, oftv.com. Yeah, like you see on their feed, they're fucking. And a while ago, someone reached out to me to put the podcast on there. And of course, I fucking, I just disregarded it like an asshole because I'm a moron. But like you see a lot of, it's not just like, girls that are showing their fucking beavers and shit. It's girls that are doing like just cooking shows or
there's none of that on OFTV. OFTV is on Roku and some other stuff. And it's literally just safe for work content. In fact, even the podcasts that are on there, you have to be very like there's a lot of things that you can't say.
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead.
They're trying to make it seem like it's a lot more wholesome. That's bringing in all the revenue. Is that what they're trying to do?
Well, I believe there are plans to eventually branch off with adult on a completely different platform.
I'm such an idiot. Because this person, she reached out to me to, she was like, oh, I'd love to put just promote your shit on OFTV. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get to it and shit. And I just disregarded it like an asshole. Could have been on Roku TV and shit. What the fuck? Oh, I'm so stupid.
Yeah, but you'd have to heavily censor your content, your conversation, your language.
She did talk about that.
Yeah.
I think that might be why
I know for a fact.
That's why I disregarded it, because I'm fucking I keeps it just like a Dave Chappelle skit, I keeps it real, which fucking which makes me a failure because
it doesn't make you a failure.
Have you seen a Dave Chappelle skit of keeping it real where it went well?
I love Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, never went well. That's where I'm at. Because I keeps it real and shit.
I mean,
that's why you gotta.
It's a hard line to toe.
That's why I fucking I can't advance because I refuse to fucking censor shit. I refuse to do that.
But that's why you have the fans that you have, because they come to you knowing that you're gonna keep it raw and real. Versus, I'll be honest, on some of my stuff, I am very careful about what I say and how I say it because I'm already a sex worker. So that in itself makes me a target. So I know that me being super like raw and real, there's a lot of things I'd love to say, but I know that there are consequences for those things, and I'm trying to build relationships. And so you are in a much different situation. You are in a position, a very free position to just say what the fuck you want to say, and fuck it. It is what it is.
2 tears in a bucket, fuck it. That's how we roll and shit, right?
2 tears
Hell
in
yeah.
the bucket, fuck it.
Yeah, that's how we roll. Yeah.
That's
But
how we roll.
that's and yeah, it's funny you say that because like my twin brother Pete, you know, like he got all pussified and shit. He was like, oh, I better fucking, you know, I'll try to censor myself and shit. And once he starts censoring himself, it fucking like, you know, the views declined and shit, you know, because the people that actually liked his shit were fucking, you know, they weren't tuning in because he's censoring, you know, people can tell and shit. So
Listen,
yeah, so you have to pick. That's the thing. You have to pick. Either you go balls deep of just doing what you do and just, you know, grow slowly and find those fucking, you reach out to those people that are into that shit, or you try to be a mainstream bitch, you know, which isn't a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. You know, it's
I am a mainstream bitch. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
I went from being unfiltered my whole life, and then I get into corporate America, and they teach you that everything that you say is either sexual harassment, discrimination, like everything that came out of my mouth was offending somebody. So I had to literally scale back and go to the other end of the spectrum. And now I'm finding as I get older, I'm breaking more and more of those corporate bullshit pieces off to where now I'm just careful about what I say because I have a reckless mouth, like I said, and I don't want to have to apologize for something that I never really meant to say just because I let it come out. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And plus, at this point, you're able to, you know, like you've done it for so long, you can navigate that shit. You know, me, I can't fucking navigate that shit. I just
look how dope that is.
I mean, you're so little on here. I can barely see.
What is that?
That's me as Princess Leia on my phone.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Are those tits? Do I see tits? I see a tit.
Why would I only have one? I have two.
Wait, I thought I saw a tit. I'm kind of blind now because
okay,
well,
make me full
my
screen.
eyes are getting worse.
Okay.
Yeah, I can make you full screen.
Yeah. Oh shit. I think I can do that, but
yes,
I'm technically
I see it now.
retarded.
It's cool.
Oh, so is that what we're gonna see on that on your show?
No, that picture. No, I'm gonna be.
No, I mean you. I mean, is that what you're doing?
I mean, who else is gonna dress as Princess Leia?
I don't know. Maybe you're dressing as fucking Chewbacca or fucking, you know, the snowball guy. or
there you go.
You know, one of those characters from Spaceballs. I just want someone to be a character on Spaceballs.
What
just
are the characters on Spaceballs?
I don't know. You got John Candy and the president from Independence Day, and that hottie from Melrose Place.
Daphne Zuniga.
You got wait, and you got Joan Rivers. Yeah, yes, the president, and you got Joan Rivers. Right, she played the robot. Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
And what's his name?
Rick Moranis. Yes, Rick Moranis is Helmet or some shit.
Yeah, he plays Vader.
Yeah. Oh my god, Spaceballs was such a great movie.
It was.
Yeah, again, I'm like, huh?
You never seen Spaceballs?
No.
That is your homework assignment. That is your homework assignment. You have to watch Spaceballs.
It's such a good movie.
Don't come back till you do.
Yeah, because you were saying how you weren't really interested in space as a kid, but then like as an adult, you were kind of getting there. I was the exact same way. I was terrified of the idea of space. Like it was like I hated learning about the planets in school. But yeah, like now I'm like fascinated by it. So yeah, I'll check out space balls? Anything with balls and space?
Oh yeah, my kind of girl. Nice. Yeah.
Enough of these Earth balls. Give me some space balls.
That's great.
Yeah, no, I'll check it out.
Good.
You now have homework.
Okay.
I hate homework. Pillam asks, how does joystick allow gaming? I love drawing people in with a good game. What? What the hell is joystick? And I don't know what he's talking about. Does anyone know?
No.
What's I'm sorry, Pillam. I don't know.
We need to get
My
Roman
brain
says
is, like,
cool.
scrambled.
we need
All
to
right.
get the sound effects. How do we get the sound effects? Do you have a sound effects board?
What do I look like? A fucking podcaster? I don't fucking have a soundboard. I barely have a computer. I'm running this shit on a fucking Tandy 286.
Wow. A Tandy.
Yeah. We're rolling deep on a fucking Tandy.
Tandy does not roll webcam. It cannot handle webcam. That's so
Listen,
old.
Yeah, I know. No, well,
It
basically.
was so old. It was connected to a TV, not even a monitor. That was before monitors were part of the.
All right. So what if I got a VGA monitor? All right. Why you gotta call me out?
It's cool. It's
Yeah,
vintage.
vintage. That's how we roll. We're vintage.
Okay, vintage.
Oh, Sookie. Nice.
You sound like your brother now.
I mean, we're twins. You know, we share that kind of shit. You know.
Do you share hootie ha?
Pussy? No, we don't share pussy. He bangs his own bitches. I bang my own. You know.
What kind of bitches does Pete like?
Pete? He'll fuck anything that moves. He's, you know, he has no standards. He's, you know.
What about you? What's your
Oh,
idea?
I have standards, you know. I mean, I'm not banging some fucking crackhead.
Not today,
That's
anyway.
about it. I just won't bang a crackhead.
Not today, anyway. He said that's his own.
Yeah, it depends on the day. Yeah, because like
Right.
if had a bad day, you know, I'm fucking rolling deep on the fucking streets and shit. See a crackhead, you know.
He
You
ain't
never
rolling
know.
nowhere.
Oh, what the
It's
fuck?
the time of your life.
I'm rolling deep on the Ave. You know what I'm saying? Blasting some Wu-Tang. Like, yeah.
Oh,
Wu-Tang Clan,
whatever.
motherfucker. Oh, no. Got my fucking, you know, bass play. All right, never mind.
You know you're listening to Bon Jovi.
Living on a prayer? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my life, but you know. Nah, man. No, I've been listening. Well, actually, no, I've been listening to a lot.
What?
On YouTube, there's these guys that do like mashups. I've been listening to a lot of Danzig mashups. Like they're mashing up Danzig with Michael Jackson and shit. Like they put the music of Michael Jackson with Danzig's vocals and shit. Fucking amazing. I think Bill McClintock is one of them. Nobody gives a shit, but yeah, it's fucking amazing.
We do. There's this guy that this DJ that I had on here.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
No.
Oh. Okay.
It's been a while, and during the pandemic, he used to mash up Evanescence with Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit. It was gosh, I can't remember his name, but going back to the pandemic, remember the guy that had on the robe? What the hell is his name? He does those songs where he's like, "Get the fuck up!" Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh my god, hold on, I can't think of his name.
I don't know, but what I'm saying, and there's a lot of YouTubers that do it. Like Bill McClintock is probably the best that I think.
Yeah,
but they take the fucking vocals, take out the fucking music, put in some other shit. Like with this the Michael Jackson shit. They play the Michael Jackson music with Danzig's vocals and just pair it up perfectly. Like they take the whoa, you better fucking be careful. We're gonna get fucking, you know, copyright strike and shit.
yeah.
Watch that
It was only 2 seconds. We're good.
Hey, you never know, man.
What is the rule for that? Like, because people will sometimes like have like quick 2 seconds in their vlogs or whatever. What is the
There
rule for that kind of stuff?
for YouTube, it's so fucking gray. Nobody knows. It could be, 0.5 seconds. It could be, 2 minutes. Like, there's no fucking, like, some people could just play shit, and it just depends. It depends who strikes it, like, because a lot of people, like, what the fuck is it? I lost my train of thought, but yeah, it could be
My
fucking.
bad. I apologize. I was just trying to show y'all the wake the fuck up guy.
No, that's the thing. Like for YouTube, that's why YouTube sucks. They're so like everything is so gray. Like Rumble, like we're also on Rumble right now. We could play anything. I could whip my dick out. You could whip your tits out. Fucking Rumble don't care. That's how Rumble rolls. Oh,
Really?
Fuck yeah, bust them out. Rumble don't give a shit.
What? I didn't know this about
Fuck yeah,
Rumble.
Rumble represent. Let's bust our fucking tits out. I'll bust mine out, but it's different. Who gives a shit?
Wow. If I was given freebies,
right.
I would be
So where
glad.
is your
Bad.
primary campsite?
Well, so I don't actually I did about a month of camming on my free cams in the first year that I started, but because I have such bad ADD, I couldn't stand not having interaction, or if it was just like people just sitting there that weren't actually tipping to do anything, I didn't mind talking to them, but I just it was so hard for me to go, okay, I'm going to jump on for X amount of hours, knowing there's a chance that I could just be kind of sitting there. I'm more of a, tell me what to do and I'll do it. Like, but tip me before. So that didn't really suit kind of my style. I really like doing Sex Panther because I could be busybodying around doing other things, and then when somebody wants to do video call or phone call, I'm hearing the ringer and I'm running for it. I would love to get like into a space where I could maybe have like a couple of days a week where I have full shows planned, and then try camming again. But I would have to have like stuff that I had planned out to do so that my ADD doesn't kick in.
I have 2 suggestions. One,
please.
I suggest a moderator, and having conversations with your moderator that sound like you're speaking to a fan, but you're actually talking to your moderator, and just going back and forth. That keeps you busy and not paying attention to people who aren't. And not only that, but like people want to be a part of the conversation. So like, for instance, when I was camming on Chatterbait, and I would have these conversations about traveling abroad to go find my next cub, or I was going to go to a lifestyle party, a swinger party, whatever. Like I would just be talking to my moderator, and we would just be having these like conversations that invited people to be like, oh, where are you going next? And I'd be like, oh, I'm going to New Jersey, I'm going to Chicago, I'm going to LA or whatever. And they would want to be a part of the conversation. And in order for them to be a part of the conversation, I would be like, hey, why don't you start tipping? And I oftentimes wouldn't even tell them where I was going unless they tipped. And so that was one way that kept me, because I'm the same way. Like I want to do all these different things because I'm bored waiting for people to tip me. And then I'm not good with the whole like, oh, you should tip me. I'm like, yo, give me your fucking money. Do you want to see something or not? So
you pay me.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
having a moderator is great. The second thing that I would recommend is
Wait, how do you find moderators? Because I had a flood of guys come in like my first couple shifts, like, oh, I'll be your moderator, or trying to like, just without even saying it, tell me kind of what to do, and I didn't know like who was genuine.
I would like even someone like myself, like another performer. And then that
Okay.
way, like, I don't want anything out of it. Like, I'm just there. Oftentimes I'm camming too. So we're just helping each other by talking and keeping ourselves company and keeping the conversation lively so that they're like, oh, what are you guys talking about? And it's like, oh, we're going to link up together. We're going to collab. We're going to, this is my girlfriend. This is my, like, you could really span it to anything. The second thing I would recommend is I film content while I'm live. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. And they're either, when they start tipping, then obviously I'll abandon my, whatever else I'm doing. But I oftentimes will flip the cam on and be filming or like doing stuff while I'm live so that I can have content that fills that void and also keeps me busy and productive.
Nice.
You want to be as productive as
Yeah.
possible. But I would
I
also
fucking love that.
Yeah. I mean, do you have an OF?
I do. Well, I've had kind of like some loyal fans that have kind of stuck around while I've had some health stuff. I would like to more so venture to doing like loyal fans. I've heard a lot of good things about loyal fans, so that's what I have my eye on next. I've had issues with getting paid with OnlyFans, like it's like a
because
whole
of
thing.
Canada.
So yeah. So I'm looking more and more at loyal fans as kind of being like a main base for subscription.
Wait a minute. Wait,
so.
Are you saying that America hates Canadian OnlyFans girls? Is that what you're
No.
saying?
No.
What's the problem?
It's probably more so like the banks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, banks are a bunch of pussies.
Well, it's something that we're experiencing in the adult industry worldwide. There's a lot of banking systems that do not allow adult payments to be made to their banks or through their banks or to their banks. So getting our money from the companies is problematic when your personal bank doesn't want to accept that Phoenix Entertainment, which is OnlyFans or whatever the other sites are, they're not accepting those payments because they come from an adult provider. In fact, there's a big thing with Wells Fargo and Chase where they shut down personal accounts that were tied to adult industry deposits. So it is a big issue for us in this business. So it makes it even more problematic because a lot of the banks that are in Canada are like obviously the money exchange from American dollars to Canadian dollars, because American money is there's less value. The Canadian dollar is worth more.
So are there in America, is there sex worker lobbyists? Because I mean, Donald Trump would fucking be all over this. I mean, he loves sex workers.
No, he does not.
What? He fucking got all kinds of sex workers. What are you talking about? He fucking
but
he banged. Stormy Daniels. What the fuck?
When Stormy Daniels came out and made him and put him on blast, he no longer is a fan.
That fucking bitch, she fucked it up for all of you girls.
She did not fuck it up
that
for everybody.
Dumb bitch.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
We're not even going to talk about orangutan, but
monkeys? Why are we going to talk about monkeys?
Orange man. They call him orangutan.
Oh, what the fuck? Donald Trump. I mean, I don't want to get into politics or anything. I could give two shits about politics, but come on. Donald Trump is the fucking man. He don't give a fuck. He does what he wants. He don't give a shit.
He is not the man.
What? He doesn't give a shit. He's like, hey, fuck you. I'm doing this. You don't like it? Fuck you. Especially now, because there's no fucking risk. He's not getting voted in 4 years from now. You know what I mean? You don't give a fuck. All right. I'm sorry, Ari. Apparently, we fucking Ari. Just disregard everything I just said. But
no,
Donald Trump is man. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Donald Trump is the fucking man. He don't give a fuck. I don't even know his politics. I don't give a shit about his politics. All I care about is he doesn't give a fuck. He does what he wants.
You have a wiener, so of course he's the man. But if you had
Wait.
some pussy lips, then you might think differently.
That's a great point. What's the problem? Go ahead, Lilly.
I was gonna say I'm less afraid of Trump than in Canada, our government. So I'm like, if Trump deems us worthy to be a part of the United States, I'm in Alberta, so I feel like more of a chance. I'm down because it sucks not being able to participate in so many of the things you get to do in sex work being an American.
True.
So for me, but like that's my personal, I'm seeing the benefits. You know, so every individual would see it differently because it's what benefits them or what is going to be the cons in the situation.
I have a few clients in Canada and they all feel the same. They feel like there's such limitations being in Canada, and like one of my girlfriends or one of my clients, she can't travel to the US because when she came to the US several years ago and shot scenes here, when she went back to Canada, they flagged her, the US flagged her and said that she didn't pay taxes in the US, and so she can't come back. So if this happens, then she can now travel back in the United States and be able to resume, you know, filming and all that kind of stuff. And so, you know, for her, she's all about it. Plus she doesn't like whoever the prime minister is, and she just says that there's a lot of things that people don't realize are happening in Canada that are problematic as well. And I'm like, well, it's happening all over the world. You know, and I guess if you look at things differently, like Canada versus US, like some of the things that she said to me that she can't do, that I'm just like, oh yeah, I guess I do take my freedom for granted. But yeah.
Yeah. So it's like individual perspective, I guess, like how.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm all for Alberta 51 if that's what it ends up being. I'm all for it.
The 51st state.
And people say like, well, yeah, it's like, well, doesn't that, because I'm born in Niagara Falls, Ontario, which at once upon a time was America. So, you know what I mean? If I was born however many years earlier, I would have technically on that land been American. And for me, it's more so about the people respecting the land. Canada is a word. Words mean nothing. People mean things. The ground means things. The trees mean things. Like, you know what I mean? So for me, I see complete mishandling of our country by the current people in. And if somebody would like to come and remove us from that situation, I would be more than okay with that.
However, then you find out that it's worse here. Or yeah, anyways.
Yeah. And then it's either goes either way. But yeah,
you're like you're at that stage where you're like, it'll at least be different. It'll be different sets of challenges. Like that's how I feel for people that leave the country. Like they move to these other places, and I'm like, yeah, you might be avoiding what's happening here, but what problems are you going to encounter in your new place? Your new home?
Yeah, like tons of people leaving to retire in other places so much cheaper, but it's like, okay, you get a set amount of Social Security every month. What happens when so many people relocate and all of a sudden prices go up, and now what you once could afford in that country, now you can't because times have changed. Right. So yeah, like what seems good in the short term maybe isn't good in the long term.
They feel like they're retiring anyway, so how long are they going to be around to see if that happens, you know? Because that's what happened in Florida. Florida, back in the day, I mean, we talked about Golden Girls. Back in the day, Florida used to be super duper cheap. You could go down there, buy a house, super duper cheap, by the beach, Sarasota, Boca Raton, like all these places were mega cheap. And now, you know, several decades later, Florida is fucking expensive. And it's
Well, I mean, back in the 80s, I mean, Blanche and Rose and they had to move in together. So maybe it wasn't so cheap back in the 80s.
Well, I don't think Miami has ever really been. Well, I think during that time.
No, I don't know. I think it was just for the, you know, the setup of the show. But
I mean, I'm sure there are people. I mean, listen, I feel like certain people get to an age where you want to be in a household where, you know, you can take care of each other.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Rather
come
than
on.
going, I want to
I
go to
don't-
an old folks home because I want to have access. First of all, if you've ever been to an old folks home, the gossip, unhinged, is unmatched. The stories, like, just I just want to be somewhere where I can be in the mix of things, and just like when I don't want to be, like, there are people on TikTok. There are TikTok accounts that are so popular, and it's literally old people doing TikToks. And then there's this one of this lady where she talks about how she's dating different guys in the old folks home, and it's hilarious watching her she'll put on her lipstick and she'll be like, this is my outfit for what I'm wearing to go to lunch with so and so, and I'm just like, this lady has 2 million followers. I almost want to like make myself look old and pretend I'm in an old folks home too and be like, I'm going on a date with my neighbor.
Well, I mean, a while ago there was those fucking stories about old people getting herpes in fucking old people's homes and shit. They were spreading herpes all around and fucking syphilis, all kinds of shit. It was crazy. But speaking of syphilis, I'm gonna have to step out for a minute because my son won't go to sleep, and I
Well,
should
I think we could
let
just
him
call
go to sleep.
we could call it a night.
This
Your son
fucking
won't go to
kid.
sleep.
He's 8 years old. He won't fucking listen.
Well, then I say it's time to call it a night. What do you think?
It is. It's time to call a night for me and shit. He's fucking 8, but yeah, whatever. What do
You're
you
gonna
guys
be
think?
asleep before he will.
Absolutely. Oh, what? Because I'm old? Oh, well, you're right, but what the fuck?
Yep. Golden Gary.
Oh, Gary.
Of course. So disrespectful.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious.
It's all good. I'm going to get.
Just name change, Golden Gary.
Well, you know the name of this fucking podcast on Spotify, Apple. That's where you can find it.
Oh, Golden Gary. Oh my god, I'm crying. That's hilarious. Oh,
Bitch.
I needed that.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
I know. I am a fucking bitch.
No,
I'm
that's
a
all
big
good.
bitch.
I'll represent Golden Girl. I'll represent
I
Golden
like-
Girls day and night. I don't give a fuck. Golden Girls represent. Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been a riot. We've been all over the place, a roller coaster.
Yeah, Maud, nigga. What? What? You like Maud? Oh shit. Who knows about Maud? Oh shit. You don't even know about Maud? B. Arthur? Before Golden Girls? Maud? No.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. All right. So now I just revealed how old I am. I'm in my fucking 50s, apparently.
Okay. Well, with that being said, it's been real. See you guys next time.